Yes.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So which one of those pictures are you? Anybody who wants to say? Are you the one at the
For
top? The one that's working? Okay. All right. So let's look at this. That's the first question. Okay. So the distance around around the edge of a circular pond. So we're talking about a pond here, right? And it's talking about the distance around the edge. So they're talking about the circumference of the pond. All right. And the formula for circumference of a circle is c is equal to 2 pi r. All right. And this formula is given in the exam. So they tell us that the distance around it is 88 meters. So clearly, C must be what? 88. And they want us to find the radius of the pond. So 88 is equal to 2 pi r. What is how I came across that equation? It tells us that C is equal to 2 pi r, but the circumference is actually 88. And they want us to find the unknown, which is what? 2 pi r. So we're going to transpose this formula. All right. So we're going to divide everything by 2 pi. And the 2 pi over here will cancel out, leaving what? R. So the radius is equal to 88 over 2 pi. So our answer there is what? Is D. All right. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first saw this question, and I didn't stop at 88 over 2 pi. I break it down to get 44 over pi. All right. And there was I was really killing myself. Where is 40 over pi? It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. But then I realized that they didn't break it down. So it's just 88 over 2 pi. All right. Any questions? By the way, this formula is given in the exam. C is equal to 2 pi. And that's how we find the circumference of a circle. All right. No, it's a circular pond. So we must imply or infer that it's actually a circle. All right. Any questions? All right. You guys are taking, I think the best thing to do is to screenshot this, because time is going. All right. Mr. Green, the recordings for the class, they're placed in your channel, right? On the Youth Innovation YouTube channel. Is that so?
Yes, I haven't uploaded the last two though as yet.
Okay. All right. All right.
But they are uploaded to our YouTube channel.
Okay. All right. I wouldn't mind if you could, you know, just keep an update on the updating, so information can be put out. I realize I haven't seen. Well, I've been asking still a few of the recordings. So I know you normally like post them in the chat. So
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Just have a lot of stuff doing
a
that
lot of
side, but
stuff doing.
they will be posted. I think the last two sessions, but I have them, so they'll be posted.
Yeah, man, because crunch time. All right. Okay, let's look at this now. So this is a trapezium, and see the formula is there. So this is the formula you will see in exam. So the area of a trapezium is a half a plus b multiplied by h, where a and b are the parallel sides, and h, check this out, h is the what? Perpendicular distance. So class, let me ask a question. Is 3 the perpendicular height or 5? Which of the height we're going to use in the formula?
3. 3, sir.
We're going to use 3 because 3 is the what? The perpendicular height. 5 is what we call the slant height. We don't use that. All right. So we have area equals a half multiplied by the sum of the parallel side, which is 12 plus 8 times 3. All right. So I want someone to work out that. That's pretty simple. So what do you normally do first? Work the bracket first, right? All right. So it's a half times what? 20 times 3, which is so half of 20 is what? 10, and 10 times 3 is 30. So answer there is 30 centimeter squared. You know, sometimes when you're nervous, you know, all kind of things come in your head, you know. You know, one student was telling me that for this a question similar like this, he was doing the question, right? And he was wondering if he should say half of 20 and then half of 3, and then multiply both of them. All right, so when you're nervous, you start to panic. All right, so you don't say half of everything, you just say half of one of them. Then you multiply by the other one. All right, the only way you use half times everything inside is like, for example, this part here, you could have done that. Half of 12 and half of 8. All right, you could have actually done that. So you'll get 6 plus 4, which will give you back the what? 10. But you don't say half of 20 and then half of 30. So of 3, sorry. All right. All right, can I move on? Are you guys comfortable? Any questions? Anything that you need to clear up on? All right, so moving on. All right, and this, what is this shape called, class? It is a what?
A cylinder.
It's a cylinder, right? So the question says the diagram above, not drawn to scale, shows a cylinder of radius 3 centimeters and height 8. Calculate the volume, how much space it takes up. So we're not concerned about the surface area of this cylinder. And we're not concerned whether it's open or closed or nothing like that. We just want to find how much this cylinder can hold. All right. So the formula is actually given in the exam. So volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h. All right. Now, question, class. What do you notice about all the answers? Look at all the answers. What do you notice about them?
Sir, they have centimeter square at the end.
They have centimeter square at the end. And also what?
Also pi.
Pi, right. So normally we say that pi has a value, not true? Pi is equal to 22/7 or 3.14. But you notice they didn't give you a value of pi to work with. So what we do, we just include the pi in the formula. All right? So we don't work out pi. So volume is equal to pi multiplied by r squared. So the radius is what? 3. So that's what? 3 squared multiplied by the height, which is what? 8. All right? Now we know that 3 squared is what? 3 times 3. What's 3 times 3?
9.
9. All right? So what we have is 9 times 8. What's 9 eighths? Class, what's 9 eighths?
72.
It will be 70.
72.
It will be 72. So we end up with pi times 72. Now we're not going to work out pi because in all the answers we have what? Pi as the answer. So we rearrange this thing to write 72 pi. So that's a volume of the cylinder. Oh, wow. You know that CXC made an error though. Who can spot out the error that CXC made? I can't believe this. I'm just seeing this. They made an error with the answers. Anybody spot it? What's the unit for volume, class? Is it 2 or 3?
Oh.
It's cube, not true? Boy, you notice all of these are what? Squares. All right, so these are incorrect. All of these should have been what? Cubes. All right. It's probably a typo still. So the answer there would have been what? C. All right, moving on. Take a minute to read this question. Can someone tell me what the question is asking us to do? Or what you think they're asking us to do? When it says area of A is equal to area of B, what are they talking about? What they want us to show? They want us to show which of those responses are true, not true. All right. So what you're going to do, you're going to find the area of the circle and find the area of the what? The square. Now let's do the easy one first. Area of a square. That's length times width. All right?
Yes.
Right. So, and therefore the area of this square is what? 144 meter square. All right. Now notice the area of a circle. Area of a circle is what? Pi. All right. Now they didn't tell you what the value of pi is, but we're going to use 22 over 7. 22 over 7 pi multiplied by r squared. 7 sevens is what? 49. What's 7 to 7? 1. What's 7 into 49? It will be 7. What's 22 times 7?
154.
154. So the area of the circle is 154 meters square. All right. So this is 154. And this is 100 and what? 44. So which of these statements are true?
B.
It would have been B, yes. B says the area of circle A is greater than the area of circle B, which is true because the area of the circle is 154 and the area of the square is 144. So you're absolutely correct. Everybody clear? Any questions? All right, moving on. So they want us to convert millimeters to meters, right? So basically, we have millimeters. Then next up the line is what? Centimeters. And then we have what? Meters, and then kilometers. So as they go up, these values get bigger, or they represent bigger values. All right. So you probably want to look at kilometers like miles. All right. Meters like as in like the height of a building, that kind of thing. So you wouldn't use kilometers to measure the height and say, boy, my building weighed 6 kilometers high. That's kind of ridiculous. All right. So you have to know when and when to use these units. For example, centimeters. You don't want to look at centimeters like inches, like some small items like the length of your phone, book, small items, and very, very, very small items like the height of a seedling. All right, or height of a nut, or some of the small things you use for millimeters. All right, or even a rice grain. All right, you think you could measure the length of a rice grain? Suppose somebody give you one big bag of rice and said, measure how those lengths. That would be a rough job. All right, but anyways, if you want to convert millimeters to centimeters, you divide by 10. All right. And if you want to divide centimeters to meters, we divide by 100. All right. And going the other way now is what? We divide by 1,000. So going the other way, we don't divide. What do? We multiply using the same values. So this little thing here will help you convert any conversions.
Multiply.
Right. So in other words, if I want to convert centimeters to millimeters, I will go to the left and I will multiply by 10. Not true. Right. Suppose I want to convert millimeters to centimeters, I will divide by 10. What if I want to convert millimeters to meters? You first have to divide by 10, then divide by 100, or you just divide everything by what? 1,000. So to convert from millimeter to meter, which is what this question is asking, convert that millimeters, express in meters. What we do is that we divide by what? 1,000. So it's 2,500 divided by 1,000. Clearly, those drop off, and when you divide 25 by 10, you get what? 2.5. So the answer there is B.
B, sir.
Yeah, man, B, it's 2.5. All right. So moving on. Oh, so this question is very similar to the first one. They give you the circumference and they tell you what pi is. We need to find what? The radius. So we use the formula again up here. So C is equal to 2 pi r. So if I want r, what do I do, class? I divide everything by 2 pi. So therefore r is equal to C divided by what? 2 pi. All right, so what is C? It's 132 all over 2 multiplied by pi, which is 2 times what? 22 over 7. All right? We want to give this a try. We want to work this out. 32 over 2 times 20 over 7. Somebody work on that for me and tell me what they get.
Sir, I get 207.42 something, sir. I'm not sure if that's correct.
All right. No, man, that's 200. No. Use up the brackets. If you use a calculator, use up the bracket. If you punch in everything all at once, you don't get it.
No, sir, I put it in the brackets, sir. I put 132
Mm-hmm.
and so the division should be in the bracket. I said 132 divided by 2 and then I put the
No.
2. Oh,
132
okay.
divided by open bracket. 2 multiplied by 12. By the way, you're not supposed to be using a calculator though. What? You're not supposed to use a calculator. But tell me what you get still.
21.
It will be 21. All right. Anybody work it without using a calculator and get 21? All right. Let me just erase this part for space. All right. So 132, right? So let us work out this first. Long here, sir. That's actually 44 over 7, true? Yeah, man, that's 44 over 7. So we have 132 divided by 44 over 7. Isn't that so? That's what it means, that's true. 132, yes, right. And what do we do when we're dividing fractions, guys? What do we do with the division sign?
You turn it to multiplication and reciprocate the fraction.
You flip it over, right? Right, very good. Remember, you don't have a calculator, right? Now, I want you guys to reason with me, level with me. If you were in the exam and you don't have a calculator, you know, say, "Khan is a calculator," what would you do? Let me just tell you how sexy is not difficult. And some people get frightened and say, "Boy, no calculator." Well, obviously the 7 and the 44 wouldn't work, right? True. That wouldn't work. So obviously it must be the 44 and the 132. All right. What number can you use to divide both?
2.
You could try 2 because 44 is an even number and 132 is also an even number. All right, don't bother trying for no other big numbers because nothing not clicking right now. So just try for the simplest thing. So let's try 2. So 2 into 44 give us what? 22. 2 into 13. Well, that's 6, right? That's 2 into that's 12, right? 2 remainder what? 1, and 2 into 12 goes what? 6 again, right? Are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Still can't cancel down, sir.
You still can't cancel long. Right.
Yeah.
You want to tell me where you're gonna use? Audrey.
11.
Can use 2, sir.
So you could use 22.
Oh,
Yes, you
yes.
can use 22 too, sir.
Right. You could have used 22. You could, hold on, let me say that again.
Which is
We
best
could
for
have
you,
used
22.
22, 2, yes. So 22 to 22 goes 1. 22 into 66 goes,
33.
no man, goes 3 times.
Yes, 3 times.
And 3 sevens is what?
21.
21.
21.
All right. All right, Jordan with the calculator.
Yes, sir.
Right. Remember in the exam, I see you're saying you can't use a calculator to multiple choice. So train yourself how to use it without the calculator. All right. But I'm not gonna lie to you, this takes a lot of effort because one, you have to figure out the formula R equals C over what? 2 pi. And that's where it starts.
They give you that one, sir, or you just have to remember.
No, let me tell you, this is what they gave you up here, so. And then we have to manipulate this to get this. All right? Yeah. Come on. What you see up here is exactly what is they give you an exam. All right. Let's look at this. Oh yeah, this is not another trapezium. I want one bright person to tell me what the answer is. It's not difficult. It's so easy. It does look complicated. All right. And so I put the form up there for you. In other words, they want to see which of these diagrams match up to this setting out. That's what they're asking in layman terms.
Sir, I would have C answer, sir.
All right, Jody. All right, you want to explain us, Jody, how you arrive at C? It is correct, by the way.
Sir, we no work it out, sir, but
But
C
there's
is
no
going to
working
the
out.
answer of perpendicular height of 5.
Yeah. You know what the
And
beauty about this question? You don't work out anything. There's no working out. You just look. Yeah, go ahead.
yes, sir. Well, sir, Mr. C are the only answer one with a perpendicular height is at 5,
Is that
sir.
5? Yes. Correct. Because all right, look, the formula says half A plus B, right? Now A plus B are the parallel sides. Now, well, it couldn't be A because they have well, oh sorry. It couldn't be B because B they have what, 4 pairs up and they have 5. But you guys you have what, 3 and 4. So it must be 3 and 4 at the sides. So B will be totally out and D will be what? Totally out because they have 2 different values for the parallel sides. All right. And then no, 5 have to be the what? The perpendicular height. Obviously 5 over 2 is the slant height. And the one that correctly matches this setting out would have been D. Because D has the 3 and the 4 for the parallel side. Look, 3, 4, and the 5 with the perpendicular, as the right angle here, height. All right. You notice how they didn't ask to work out anything though. All right.
Sir, I was saying C, but because my mic was mute, you were hearing me. And I realized that when Jody said C.
Okay. All right. So Jordan, take away glory.
Really, sir? Not really.
All right. All right. All right. No problem. No problem. All right. Let's look at this one. Now, this one may be a bit new to you guys. All right. Now, when was the last time you guys had pizza? Nobody knows? When was the last time you ate a pizza? I think the other day I was up by the home ec department and I saw the NCT vet group. They're making pizza. All right, so a sector, a slice of pizza is called a sector. All right. Now, this would have been the center, right? Now, the angle between this slice and this slice, we call it theta. All right, and theta runs from 0 to 360. All right, now all of this area is called a sector. So the part that we eat is called a sector. Actually, it's called a minor sector because this is part of our entire circle, not true? Right. So that will be this will be the minor sector, and the rest would have been the what? The major sector. All right. Now, is it the crust part of the pizza? It's called an arc. Right. And I know some of those pizzas, the stuff, what? Cheese in it? All kind of something. They turn the crust into something edible now. And sometimes in past, people just throw away the crust. All right. So the arc is like part of the curve, basically. And they call it the minor arc. The minor arc. And the rest of the circle, the rest of the curve would have been the what? The major arc. All right? Now, the formula for the minor arc is given up here, so. All right? As you can see, class, tell me, 2 pi r, what formula is that coming from? What formula is 2 pi r?
Circumference, sir.
The circumference of a circle, of a complete circle, not true? But do we have a complete circle here, sir? No, we have what? Piece of the circle, not true? Right. So the piece of the circle, or part of the circle, is represented by the theta over 360. All right. Now in this question, the theta would have been what? 36. So it's 36 divided by what? 360. What they're asking us to find is the length of this arc. The length of that arc. All right. And this is the formula. So it's 36 divided by 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by, oh, we notice, class? Look at the answers. What's in the answer? Pi. All right. So you don't work out pi. You just blend it in the formula. So it's 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by r. What is the radius of that that sector? It is
10 centimeters.
Right. And what you do, you put everything over 1 because you don't have a calculator, No calculators. All right. Who want to explain to me what they will do to break this down? Let's break this down.
Sir,
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
I would use 36 into 360, sir.
All right. Very good. Yes. So 36 into 36 goes 1. And what's 36 into 360?
10. 10, sir.
It will be 10. Very good. All right. What next?
2. But I use the 10 to cancel the other 10, sir.
Very good. Awesome. So this is our
Let
answer,
me
not true?
multiply. Yes, sir.
That's our answer.
Right.
So our answer is what? What's 2 times pi?
2 times pi the 44, sir, because pi would are 2 pi.
Right. No, what happened? No, it wouldn't be. What happened in the question? The answers are given as pi, so you wouldn't say
Wouldn't work it out, sir. It
no.
would
You
have
just
just
leave it.
back
Right. Right.
2 pi.
Right. So the answer there is A. Any questions? Let's move on. Whoa, another one. But this one is not talking about the arc. This one is talking about the what? The area. Right. So, and you notice this is not 2 pi r now, but this is now what? Pi r square. So it's basically a fraction of the area. All right. So the area of a sector is just a fraction of the area of a circle, and the length of arc is just a fraction of the whole arc. So this is going to be 72 over 360. By the way, these formulas are given in the exam here. Don't worry about that. Multiply by pi. No, pi is always pi in the answer, not true?
Yes, sir.
So don't worry about that now. I saw they make things easy for you. Right.
Sir, may I use the 72 and the 36 break it down?
All right, very good. And
Okay.
did they give us what the value of r is? No.
No.
But what you notice in the answers? They have r in the answer, not true?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can someone tell me why the answer couldn't be A nor B? Why couldn't be A or B? Could never.
Sir, because if I find an area, then you have to answer have to have square.
The answer have to have pi r square, not true?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it have to have pi because there's no value for pi, there's no value for r. So it has to be either way what? C or D. So the only thing left to do is for us to what?
Work out.
Break that down. All right?
So that
And who wants to give it a shot?
I use 5 bread. Sir, may I use 5 bread on both of them, sir?
5, you sure? I don't think 5 can go to 72, you know. Yeah,
Sir, use 2.
72.
2. But if you use 2 now, don't know, man. All right, let's use 2. Out of mercy.
2.
But it's safe, not true?
Yes, sir.
It's safe. All
I
right.
use 5.
All right.
Are this 2 still?
But you could have used, you couldn't use 6? Can 6 go to 72? Somebody check that.
Yes, sir. 612 is 22.
All right, let's use 6. So 6 into 72 goes how many times? 12?
Yes, sir.
And 6, well, 6 into 360 gives you 60, not true?
Yes, sir.
Because, right, and 12 into 12 goes what? 1.
time.
And 12 into 60 goes?
5 times.
Goes 5 times. So the answer is 1/5 pi r square.
Answer C.
Let's see. You see, some people say, boy, they can't do exam without calculator, but they don't make it that difficult. Can you imagine if they give you a value of pi and r, how much working out it's going to be without a calculator? All right, so essentially, now, all you have to do is break down the 72 and 360. Let me tell you, if you use 2, you'll get there, but it'll take a while. All right, any questions on this? All right, so sir is super tired, trust me. Let me see what side is 10. All right. So let me see if I can speed it up a little bit. Oh, this one is easy. What's a cube? Cube is like a Rubik's cube, isn't it? Or like a die. So that's a cube. What's so special about the cube, class?
All sides are equal, sir.
Right. It's a solid. It's like a solid square with all sides equal. All right. And anybody remembers how we find the volume of a cube?
Length times width, sir.
Well, you miss out something. It's a cube, you know.
Times height.
Times height.
Sides.
All right. Now, if one side is 6, it means all sides are what?
6.
6. All right.
36, 6.
What's 6 times 6 times 6? Is it 36?
32,
No.
sir. 6, 6 are 36 times 6 again. 36 times 6, 72, sir.
You sure, Audrey?
260.
260, man. So it's 36 times 6. It couldn't be 72 because 2 of 36
6
will
are
give you
36.
2 times 36 gives you 72.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Man, this looks complex, but it's so easy. Who wants to tell me what the answer is? Read it for me. Take a minute and read it. Or a couple seconds. And tell me what you think the answer is. Let me give a hint. Area of a rectangle. What's the form for area of a rectangle? Length multiplied by
Width. Two times x times 2 times 4.
Audrey, you saying something?
I was saying, sir, 2 times x and then 2 times 4.
All right. So
then
which response is that?
X square. X
Mhm.
square, that would be A, sir.
That would
X
be A.
square equal 2 times x minus 2.
You're
Minus
absolutely
4.
yes. You're absolutely correct. Because the length would have been what? Well, anyway, put this way. In order for us to find the area of this thing, we're going to have to multiply what? These two terms. All right. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. We just multiply 2 times x minus 4, and that's it. It's length times width. I'm not sure where all of these come from. I don't know how they came up with those answers. But those answers are totally out. All right, as easy as that. The thing about it is we don't know what the value of x is. So let us say x was 10. Let's say x was 10, right? So 4 from 10 will give us what? 6. So the area is 2 times 6, which is 12. All right. And if I put this x in here, so you'll still get the 12. See? 2, 10 subtract 4. And that's 2 times 6, which is also 12. All right. So the answer there is A. Look at that one. Can somebody tell me the area of a triangle? I forgot to put it in there.
It's half times base, sir, times height.
Very good. So area of a triangle is half times its base multiplied by its perpendicular height. Be very careful. All right. So How would you work out this question? They want us to find the what? The height. What is the area of a triangle? Thirty
30 centimeters.
equals a half multiplied by the base, which is what? 10 multiplied by h. All right, go ahead from your work result and tell me what the answer is. What the value of h is. Nobody? All right, what number would you put right here, sir? Half times 10 times a number to give you 30. Reason thought that way.
Sir, the answer is 6, sir.
6, yes. What's half of 10? A 5.
5, sir.
And 5, 6 is,
Sir,
I'm
I'm
going to give you
taking
back what?
answer.
30. We shouldn't go into exam and get them something there and pose upon it, you know. Or you could say, what you could say algebraically, half of 10 is
Yes,
5.
sir, that's what I did.
Half of 10 is 5. 5 times h is what? 5h. 5h is equal to what? 30. So then we divide everything by what? By 5. You follow? So h is equal to 6. Or you could just look at it like, oh, I did it a while ago, you know? But the key important thing about this is that you set out the question accordingly by using the correct formula. All right, any questions? All right. All right. I love this question. Very nice. So we have a square. And you know, in a square, all sides are equal. Whoa. My word. I could compete with any kindergarten student right now. All right. So we have a square, and they say that the perimeter. What does perimeter mean?
Sir, when I add up all the sides.
Right. Right. It's the distance along the contours of the square. So what they're saying, if you add up all these, the side, then you get what? What you gonna get? 48. Now,
40.
how much sides the square have?
4.
4 equal sides, aren't you? So my question to you, what would be the value of one side?
12.
It have to be 12 because 48 divided by 4, because that's 4 sides, 4 equal sides, is equal to 12. So that means that each side is 12. All right. So what's the area of a square now?
144.
144.
144, because 12 times 12 gives you 144. All right. This one here is not so nice, you know. But if you can figure it out, let me give you a minute to work it out. To figure it out. All right, any thoughts? Or you're thoughtless? Or if you were to guess, what would you guess? Anybody?
$26.8, sir.
All right. All right. So
26.8 times.
we have a rectangle, right? And they tell you that the length, you have a length, so length and width. So basically, what they're saying that if you multiply the length of that rectangle and multiply by the width, we get an area of what? 53.6.
0.6 centimeters square.
Right. Now listen carefully. It says if,
Sir,
yes?
the answer is B, sir.
And you mean, oh, you give it the same area? That's what you got?
Sir, I work it down and I got two answers. Sir, work it down and I got two answers, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But the two answers are there. I got 107.2.
Mm-hmm.
But then it says the weight is half. So then we divide the 107.2 by 0.5, sir, and I got 53.6.
So what to do with the 4?
So I multiply I divide the area by 4, sir.
Why?
Oh, shucks, I
It
multiply
says
one.
multiply by
Make a
what?
mistake. Yes,
It says
sir. Yes, sir.
multiply by
Make a
4
mistake.
and then you divide it by 2. So multiply this number by 4 and divide it by 2, you'll get C. By the way, that's a layman way of doing it, yeah? That's not how you're supposed to actually figure it out. But I'm just saying, like if I saw this, I was clueless. If I say multiply by 4 and divide by half, that me I gonna do. And it's only one number up there, not true? One they get number up there. I'm going to multiply by 4, so you multiply by 4, and then you get divided by 2. But let us do it algebraically. So basically what they're saying, length times width gives you what? 53.6. Now what's L times W? LW. Or 1 LW, not true? That's 1 LW, right? Let me write the 1 really stush. So, you don't look. All right, so that's 1 LW. No, what I'm saying now, the length is multiplied by 4. So 4L, correct? And the width is half, which is half with class. What is, can't we multiply all these things? Yes, we can multiply them because in algebra we can multiply unlike variables. What's 4 times a half? 2. What's L times W? LW. All right. Now, if 1 LW is equal to 53.6, what do you think 2 LW is? You just multiply 53.6 by 2. So that will give us 107.2. All right. Are we clear? That's the long way of doing it. That's the algebraic way of doing it. All right, so moving on. All right, so this one, this is talking about the length of the circumference of the circle. So basically, which was the sector of a circle. So this is part of a circle, and then you have the rest of the circle, like that. They don't want the entire circle. So let me stop drawing that. So you have a circle around it, right? So if the length of the minor arc is 8, so what they're saying that this piece here is what? 8. What's the length of the entire circle? That's what they're saying. Who wants to figure that out?
Is it 64, sir?
All right. 64. Okay. How do you arrive at that?
I would divide 360 by 60, sir. And whatever I get, I times it times 8, sir.
Very good.
8 times 8.
What's 360 divided by 60, by the way?
$12 million.
360 divided by 60 gives us what? That's easy. 360.
I think I hit mango.
No, man, I can't. It's 6.
Sir, I remember. I worked it already, sir, but I don't. 366.
No, sorry.
60.
No, it's 6. Yeah, it's 6. Yeah, because guess what? These 2 0 cancel out, don't you?
Yes.
6 and 30 go 6.
36 go 6.
Yeah. What is 6 8s?
6 8 64.
You sure?
No.
No, man. What's 8 8s?
48.
Said 48.
48,
Right.
sir.
6 8s is what? 48. All right. Right. So basically, a circle is divided up into what? 360. Not true. That's what it's saying. And how many 360s do you have? How many 60 degrees do you have in a 360? 6. You follow? So this other 60 will give us what? Another 8, another 8, another 8, etc., etc. So 6 8s, 48. Wow, another one. I sound like DJ Khaled, not true? Another one. Oh, I have so much of these questions on this thing here. But anyways, let's run through this quickly. Area of AOB. So it's going to be 60 over what? 360. And as you can see, they give us pi pi and r. Sorry, they didn't give us. So pi r square have to be in the what? The answer. So clearly, B will gone, B gone, and D gone. Because B and D don't have what? Pi r square. So what's his answer here, quickly?
1/6, sir.
Right.
6.
Very good, yeah. Them the 2 0 gone. Easy, not true?
Yes, sir.
All right. Look at this now. What is this now? All right, so what are they talking about? The volume of a cuboid. All right, so they give you, that's a cuboid, right? By the way, how do you find the volume of a cuboid? Volume is length.
Length times base times height.
Oh, no, you don't use base. It's just length times width times height.
Length times width times height.
Right.
Sir, is it 16, sir?
You know, so I don't work it out. I don't work it out. I don't know what the answer is yet, you know. Let me work
I'm
it out.
just asking, sir.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Not sure.
Well, I don't work it out as it. I haven't worked out this one as it.
Okay.
How you get 16?
Four, 16. Hey, how am I gone? Sir?
Yeah, one. I'm here.
What I was doing, sir, I was dividing the sides, the four side by the sides, sir, by 4. I was saying 4 into 30 into 320, sir. That's what I was saying.
So 4 divided by 320 gives you 16?
Because the side would have 4, sir.
Oh, on a 4 sides.
Would I get 8?
It's not 4 sides, you know. It's a cuboid. It's a lot more sides. It's about, let me see. You have left, right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Oh,
That, sir.
you have left, right, front, back. Oh, yeah, you have 6 sides. So 32 divided by 6. All right. So let me just explain what's happening here. So, we know that the volume of a cuboid is length times width times height, right? And they tell us that the volume is 320. All right? And the height is what? Is 5. It says if the cuboid has a square base, so in other words, the base is square. Now, if the base is square, it means all these values at the bottom have to be the same. All right? So they're asking us what is the length of one of the sides. Now, if the length of one, if one of the lengths are let's say 3, it means that the other one have to be also what? 3, because it's a what? It's a square. All right. So basically what they want us to do is to find a number so that when you multiply those two same numbers times 5, you get 320. So if I choose say 6, if I choose 8, if I choose 8, then the other number must be what? Have to be what? 8. And then I multiply that by 5. All right? Somebody work out that for me. What's 8 times 8 times 5? You're supposed to get back 300 and what? 20.
320.
It's actually 8, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Right, so that's how we get the 8. Or that's how we explain it, yeah? Or another way of looking at it, you could call these two variables x. So let's call it x. So x multiplied by x multiplied by 5 equals 320. What's x times x?
X squared.
X squared. What's x squared times 5? 5x
X
squared.
squared.
So 5x squared is equal to 320. So then we divide everything by what? By 5. What's 5 into 320? It has to be what? 64. Check it.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we have x squared equals 64. So, but I don't want x squared. What I want is x. So how you get rid of a square?
Square root it,
Right.
sir.
So I square root on the left and I square root on the right. And the square root of 64 is also 8. That's the algebraic way of doing it. But you could just do it like this, so that shows up here. So, you know, it's just for you to understand that if you choose L to be one number, the width have to be the same thing. As a multiple choice, so the responses are there. All right. It could be 16 because 16 times 16 times 5 going to give you a bigger number. All right. All right. For this one, speed is equal to distance traveled over time. Physics. So the speed, the distance of the boat is what? 1080. And it took 9 hours. So you just divide those two numbers. Somebody quickly without a calculator divide 1080 divided by 9 without a calculator.
$120, sir.
Do 120. Jody, what did you do?
Divide it with the pencil.
Long division?
Yes.
All right.
So 9 in that they go 9 into 10 goes 1 time carry over the 1, and 9 into 18 goes 2.
To bring up a 0. Right.
Yeah.
Very good. That's what I would have done. So as Arthur said, 99 goes 1. 9 into 10 goes 1, remainder what? 1. 9 to 18 goes 2, bring up a 0. And you're done. All right. It's just for you to remember that speed is equal to distance traveled divided by what? By time. All right. I think this is the last question. Oh, we have 2 more. So in a rectangular garden plot, 15 meters by 12 meters. So we have a rectangular garden. Anybody have a garden at home? Or a farm? Nobody farms?
I just started, sir.
All right, very good. Valerie?
Sir, why you have to ask me?
No, I'm just asking you farm. You You guys ever plant anything
Most,
yet? No? No, man.
I've
You
planted
just have,
before.
you've planted before. Okay. All right. So sometimes, when you hear people cuss and say, boy, I can't bother the rain. But yet still, we want we yam and banana. True. We need the rain. All right. But anyways, we have a garden. So it's 15 meters long and it's 15 by 12, right? That's a really big garden. No, I lie myself. 15 meters is 15. That's a nice little lot. 15 meters is 15 of the teacher's ruler lined up. Can you picture that? Yeah, 15 by 12. It's 15 by 12. All right. Now it says an area of 80 meters square is used for. Oh, hold on there. Rectangular garden plot. Oh, it's a garden. So there are flowers in there. Okay. So a garden plot. But part of it is used to plant what? Vegetable. And that area is what? 80 meters square. So let us just branch it off. And this is the garden. And this is what? 80. How would you answer the question? Because they want to find out you know, what is the rest of the area used for?
sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I use the formula for the rectangle base times height, sir.
You sure it's at BSM site?
No,
It's length times
length
width.
times
Length
width.
times
Length
Length
times
width.
width.
times
Right.
width. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Length times width, sir. So I multiply the 15 by the 12,
Right. Very
and I
good. Which
got
is
180. And then I
180.
minus the 80 from the 180, leave 100 meters
Very
square.
good. Awesome. That's all. That's correct. Basically, you just find the area of the whole thing, and then part of it now, you just subtract the 80 from the total thing. Makes sense, that's all. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Some people actually do that. They have a lot of land. As a matter of fact, if you're doing agriculture, let's say you and there's a lot of mathematics in agriculture. Because for example, let's say you have a piece of land, right? Um you want to plant certain crops, and you estimate that, something, if I have this amount of land, it will yield me about 200 grand. And it's amazing, a lot of maths involved. Because each time, for example, if you're a farmer, you have two, 3 cows, you will start to calculate how much money I can get, not true? And the same thing with planting a garden. All right? All right. And what's so amazing? Sometimes, we look at these cartmen with the food, the ground provisions, and we don't realize how much worth of money a cart is worth. How much money, You ever think about it? How much do you think a cart full of ground supplies is worth? Just give me a rough estimate. Like, if you go downtown, like, those cars that they sell a mixture of stuff, like yam, whatever, full up. Any idea? Probably worth probably 120, or
Some couple
probably 100 grand or 200 grand. I'm telling you, because food is very expensive.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
And sir, sometimes it varies, sir. 'Cause I remember sometimes some items are more expensive at certain time.
At the year,
Some
right?
item, yeah.
You see some guys with whole heap of melons, and they get one little slice. If you're to calculate how much the cost, like how much for a big melon, and then multiply by amount of melons you have there, it's a lot of money. So, all right. So we're almost near to the end. All right. Who wants to figure this out on hold before?
Sir, would you find would you multiply the 9 times the 16 and divide it by 4?
And divide it by? Multiply the 9
By 4.
By 4 and then multiply 2 no more than true. Oh, hold on, hold on. Yes, you're correct. Yeah. I thought it was an error. Yeah, you're correct. So it says a square and a rectangle have the same area. So if you find the area of the rectangle, it's also the same area as a square. So what's 9 times 16, by the way?
$144.
144. So the area of the square is 144. So what's the length of one of the sides? If the area is 1,
sir.
has to be 12. Yes, you just find the square root of what? 144, and that's your answer. Everybody get that? All right. Okay, so this is the end of the little session on measurement. All right, so I hope the recording is available soon, so it can be shown to you guys. All right, guys. So Mr. Green. I don't know if he's here.
Sir,
Yes.
you know, me never already come, me just log in.
I think he said that he's not gonna take any register. I don't know. I think I heard him saying that
Okay,
he's not doing any register today.
this time around.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not hearing Mr. Green. Mr. Green, are you there, sir?
Mr. Green must stop, sir, because
All right.
no,
So
indeed, but you know, still like it near your phone.
okay. All right. Okay. All right. So guys, we're gonna end the session. So I will see you around. All right.
Okay, sir, see you tomorrow.
All right. Take it easy.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Audrey.